Yeah, I know. I'm just supposed to wait, right? It's supposed to be like pattern interrupt or something before I go live. So, but we will go live. Aaron Stewart from Little Black Couch. Thanks for joining me today. It is a Monday. I enjoy Mondays. Had a great weekend hanging out with the family. Got had some interesting experiences. I got to speak to a youth group that I wasn't expecting to speak to, but it turned out to be a great experience, and I just love working with the youth on all kinds of stuff. It was definitely fun to share with them some insights and some ideas to help them moving forward in their own lives. So, but a cool little sneak peek into some things that are going very right in my life right now as we try to build out some things. And so let's jump into it very quick. Jazzy, very jazzy. I still like it very much. It's gorgeous outside today, as you can see. This fall day. Oh, ouch! My little wrist pad slipped away. Ouchies. Funny bone, not funny. Anyway, thanks for joining me today on a Monday. My name is Aaron Stewart from the Little Black Couch right there. Yes, I have 30 years of entrepreneurship, whether it's in doing it myself or researching it. Love it. Love entrepreneurship. Grateful to have you here with me today. And that's sort of the push. That's the whole point of what I do, is try to help entrepreneurs be entrepreneurs and do it as efficiently and effectively as possible. There's a lot of risk involved in entrepreneurship. There's a lot of frustration. There's a lot of insecurity that comes with being an entrepreneur. So as I see my job now, I've had a really great run. I've enjoyed so many cool projects and done so many fun things over the course of my career that it's now time to make sure that you have the same opportunity. And I am going to do everything I possibly can to provide solutions to help you get that done. And if the solutions are very, very cool and save you tons and tons of time, I expect you to pay me for them. So that's how things are going to work around here. So anyway, my career has been spent helping larger organizations become more efficient. And that I was able to rely on a doctorate degree in organizations and management. And I've been able to work with some really big Fortune 100 companies and help them develop systems. At one time, my nickname, I guess you could still say it, I don't know if nicknames ever expire, but I was called Dr. Systems by the folks that I used to work with, because I could come into an organization, I could look around and see what they were doing, and I could, after discussing it a little bit with the managers and with the employees, come up with systems that would make them more efficient and strategies that would make them more efficient. And where we made our money is we'd then come back home and I'd get with our programmers and we would build out the solutions to provide the efficiencies that these large groups needed. And we're talking 40, 50,000 users at a time. I've had one solution with over 200,000 users on it at a time. So not tiny little solutions, but big solutions. In the midst of all that, I learned that working with Fortune 100 companies can be a little risky, like super risky. You think that it would be safe, but a lot of them, make it so it's not so safe. But anyway, so that's kind of where we are. I love systems, I love software, I love creating software solutions. I love thinking it all through and building programs that automate things. So when I made the adjustment to, rather than looking for larger Fortune 100 companies to partner with, I decided that it was time to go sort of B2C, to consumers, direct to consumers, and try to make that jump. I have tried to make that jump by using a software called ClickFunnels, and actually am part of their coaching group and I love it. There's so much about ClickFunnels that makes a huge difference when you're trying to get going as an entrepreneur. They make it very, very easy to get going as an entrepreneur. But you still have to have an idea. You still have to do your marketing. You still have to provide something to the market that people are willing to give you money for, right? They got to be able to do that. And so that's where I've been. I've been like, okay, so how do I do this? Well, one of the things that I was told to do or learned to do as I moved into this direction is that in this day and age, we have got to publish, right? Which is, I hate it, right? It is so hard to get on and talk to, a camera, right? And just it's got two blue things, and I'm supposed to talk to it and somehow or another express myself and say something that's worthwhile to all y'all's, right? And that's been very difficult for me to make that transition. I'm trying, but I started a podcast first, and that was back. It's almost a year now. In October, a year ago October, I started a golf podcast called Data Access Golf, and I started publishing that quite a lot. I'm into it 180 some odd episodes now, and it became so frustrating because you would produce something, and unlike this video as well, or live videos, anytime you start something, you produce it and then you hope that it goes somewhere and something happens, but you don't know exactly what you're supposed to do. And I researched it. It's kind of a weakness of mine. I went in and researched it. I said, okay, if I'm going to launch this podcast, if I'm going to do these lives, then I have got to make sure that I get the message out to as many people as possible that I'm doing these things, and I've got to be able to communicate in a way that people believe that I'm offering some kind of a value. Like if they're going to take time out of their day to sit there and listen to me, hopefully speak to them in a calm voice. My wife tells me that sometimes they get a little intense, so I'm trying not to do that. But so if they're going to take time out of their day to listen to what I have to say, I better provide value and it better be interesting. And so I've tried to do that. I've tried to go ahead and do that. But and if they don't know it's there, if they don't know I'm doing it, then what's the point? I mean, eventually, is it going to get there? Maybe, maybe not. So then we have to make sure that we take really progressive, actionable steps, right? Really, we've got to take massive action in order to get our message out. And so that has been one of my goals, my frustrations in podcasting is that I could do a podcast in like 30 minutes, right? I could think it out. I could write an outline. I could do it. I could even produce it. I could take it into Audacity. I could do all this stuff and publish it out there. I could write all the show notes. Boom, I could stick it out there in 30 minutes to an hour. But then it would take, 5-6 hours creating graphics and going to all the different social media platforms to try to communicate, hey, everybody, it's me, and I went live. Please come take a look at it, or come listen to my podcast, or please, 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 on Instagram, Facebook, you're on, everything, right? You're on into Twitter and LinkedIn and anywhere that there's people, you're trying to get them to come and listen to what you've got to offer. And that became so frustrating that the creative side of it was pretty fast. But then the logistics of announcing out to everybody that you had just done this great piece of content, that took a long time. And it was arduous. It was brutal. It was horrible, right? All these different graphics and these different sizes and when do you post and who should see it and how should your messaging be? And all of that became super confusing. So I researched through it, I got it, figured out, whatever. And then I decided, look, we're going to automate this sucker. We're going to make it so easy for content producers and we're going to automate the whole blasted thing. Okay, so that's what we've been trying to do for the last little while. And I've been in beta and actually brought in another person who's in beta now with me, Nick Fitzgerald, our good friend, the Friendly Giant. So I just wanted to show you a couple things that happen with this stuff. It's not ready for prime time yet, but we're going through it. But some of the stuff excites me so much that I just wanted to share just a little bit to kind of show you what's going. So every morning, and I've got a screen up here, so I'm going to share this screen with you really quickly, and we'll talk about it. So every morning now at 6 a.m., I get an email. Okay, and this is the email. So this email, let me get rid of that. There. So this is the email I get, and it says some little messages here. It says, hey, the attached file contains your latest research about online entrepreneurship, as well as 2 quote graphic options for you to post to Instagram, okay? Instagram doesn't let us automate third party, right? You still have to do that yourself. So what we've done is created an automation that goes and creates these cool graphics. These are actually, quote cards And so I pull from 1,111 graphics, quotes that I've collected over the years. These are the highest saved, these are the highest shared graphics over the years, okay? Quote cards over the years. And then I branded them with my little black couch branding, and we got them all up there. So every morning I get, this is automated. So this comes to my inbox. It's got my hashtags down below. It's got a little message down there, and then it's got this like spreadsheet here, right? This cool spreadsheet. So if I, and this is what, so I'll go ahead, I always post this one in my story. And if you go check it out, and right now you'll see it's in my story. And then if I'm going live, I don't post this. I'm still trying to figure out Instagram and how their algorithm works. And so we're testing a few things. I don't know if I've heard that you're not supposed to post more than once a day on Instagram. So I'm trying to kind of see that. So if I'm going live, I'll probably have a post that's created by our system. So I don't want to go ahead and throw out the quote if I'm going to get punished with the algorithm, but we're looking into that. But let me show you, this is the part that I think is so awesome. Let me get rid of this here. How do I get rid of this little sucker? Go away. Okay, so here's, so that little Excel sheet that shared comes in as an attachment as well. Okay, so what is this? Well, we've taken and we've researched keywords that I need in order to create my content. So this particular one has like online entrepreneurship. I think you can see down there. So the keywords I use in this particular one, can you see it? I don't know if it's being covered by my graphic or something. Oh, maybe a little bit. There. See it down there in the corner? Online entrepreneurship right here. See it? Okay, so online entrepreneurship are the keywords that I'm using for this. And so what we have set up is we have a couple automations set up that go out and based on your keywords and based on your hashtag, a search for you and then return to you the top 25 trending articles on that particular search. And it just comes to your email box. So every morning I can come in and I can go through and read through the titles of these articles and then go directly to a link right here. Oops, it's pulling up down here. So I'll bring it up here where you can see it. Maybe if it'll let me. Let me go upstairs. Please let me go upstairs. It's not letting me go upstairs. So this is the daily journal. Why is it not letting me go upstairs? Maybe this will do it. Does that work? No, it's not working at all. Never mind. Oh dear. All right. So anyway, it's not even. Let me go back here. Oh, help me, folks. Where am I? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Back here, back here. Hey, look, let's go to Buddy real quick. There's our good friend, Buddy. I need to get rid of this. There's a good friend, Buddy, with the jazz hands. Thanks, Buddy. I appreciate it. Okay, let's go back. Where's my screen? Where did it go? Is it here? No. Oh, my word. Is it here? There. Okay, so we're back. Okay, so this then I could go to any one of these articles and read over to do whatever. This is where I could go and get my content for my lives every day. So as a content producer, never will you sit there and think to yourself, my word, I don't have anything to talk about. Oh yeah, you do. You've got 25 of the best trending articles and topics that are going on right now in your business based on your keywords. They're trending, right? You will always be on the cutting edge of the information in your business. And Nick, who we have brought up, he's got 4 tabs. So he's got 4 different sets of keywords that he's looking at. And I'll add to mine as we go forth once I kind of figure out. Nick's much more, when you're in beta, right? It's always the customer that's much more important than yourself. So we'll mess with that. But I was just so excited by this and how cool and how much this is changing my life. So when I get done, so the cool thing about this is, so when I get done with this little live, I am going to get a bunch of graphics are going to be created for me automatically. And then over the course of the next 11 days, you will see them drip out about this live. Okay, so this live is entitled, whatever it's titled. It's something about, I don't know. What is it entitled? This software doesn't give me the, whatever this thing is titled and whatever this live is, you will see it now advertised over the next 10 days on a bunch of different social media sites, and it will go systematically based on the largest number of visitors, the largest number in that organization, or the largest number on that platform, all the way down to the lowest number platform. And we're talking, so we're going Facebook, and then obviously we do Instagram ourselves, and then you go Facebook, and then you go Twitter and Pinterest and LinkedIn and Tumblr, and then I think we do another one to Facebook and another one to Instagram, and then we do another one to Pinterest, I think, because they have different sizes. All the sizes are done. The title will be on my branded little graphic, and boom, it's all going to go out, and I'm not going to touch a dang thing. Oh, loving this. I am loving this. So, and this is what we'll be able to share with you very shortly. I'm so excited about it. I think it's going to change all of our lives as entrepreneurs. It is going to make things, when we go live and we get our message out, people are going to know that we went live, and they're going to come back, and as long as we're delivering really good content, they're going to know we delivered really good content, and they will find us, and we won't have to waste freaking 5 hours of our lives every time we go live. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, Aaron Stewart from Little That Couch. Thanks for joining me. Just a little sneak peek. So cool what's happening here. I'm so excited to share it with you very, very soon. Until then, please keep going. Keep fighting. Keep solving problems. Be an entrepreneur. Change lives. Do the good work. It's going to make a difference. So until next time, do good and be well. Thanks.